Colombo. The game in Mercantile E-Division game between NDB and South Asia Technology. There you see the two teams, South Asia Technology and NDB, in the quarterfinals of this 20-over encounter for the Mercantile E-Division cricket tournament, which has been played here at Thurston College grounds. The grounds look beautiful. As we go down for the toss, there is also the Bandara down there with the two captains and the match referee for the toss.
Right, so it's a big game here at Thurston College Ground, and it's the quarterfinals of the MCA E-Division tournament. Right, so I got here with me the two captains, the captain of South Asia Technologies and the captain of NDB, and of course our match referee for today's game, Mr. Sena Nandavira. So I believe the NDB captain has a coin and he will give it a toss. Tails is a call. It's heads. So NDB captain, what's it going to be?
We are going to bat first.
Any particular reason? It's a big game, quarterfinals, a knockout?
Actually, the ground shows a bit wet, so that's why we decided to bat first.
Good luck and thank you. Having to bowl first in an important game, how's the preparation of the team heading into this quarterfinals?
I think we are well prepared for any decision which was the outcome of the toss. So yeah, I think we are looking for a favourable game and a good morning.
What do you think would be a good score to chase down in this Thurston College grounds?
Looking at the previous games, I have seen like a good score would be like a 140. So yeah.
Right, so that's the news from the centre. So NDB have won the toss and they've elected to bat first.
There you are. You heard also the Pandara telling us that NDB won the toss and decided to bat first. And they see the NDB team is Rubijatunga, Ajabo Amarasinga, Avin Prashala, Sanan Saleh, Shohan Fernando, Sohan Dimal, Aditya Veerasinga, Rajita Chandula, Rashan Ranasinga, Segara, Anthojan, Chatun Kevachka, and Deluja Karunanaika. So South Asia Technologies led by Kevin Pereira, Chamadratnaika, Dilshan Madhuvanta, Lakshant Kamalal, Manindra Jatalaka, Manusha Fernando, Tulana Surakit, Yashan Avishka, Jayode Amarasena, Sabaru Satindo, Isido Ishara, and Amel Kandarachi. So that's the lineup for the two teams. Well, of course, we had Sena Nandavira, the match referee, with a lot of experience. He's the match referee today, a lot of experience. He's a player, being a player, umpire, and now a match referee. He knows very much of the rules of the game, definitely. Sena Nandavira, the match referee today. And there you see the NDB players, the captain and the NDB team deciding to, after winning the toss, deciding to bat first. And South Asia Technologies have to field first. And the captain, Kevin Pereira, said they want to restrict NDB something less than 140. So let's wait and see. The ground looks beautiful, as I said earlier. And this Mercantile E-Division cricket encounter between NDB and South Asia Technologies. It's definitely going to be an interesting game, a quarter-final and a T20 game. They see the players getting into their places to commence this game sharp at 9:30. It's been a good start. Chintak Gamage and Dylan Perez are the two umpires. Scorers Chamra Silvan Alaka Dharma Priya and Senanandavira, as I said earlier, he is the match referee. A lot of experience behind him. So you see the two umpires, Kamage and Perez. So it's going to be South Asia Technologies taking the field. Just to give the field to you, they're bowling to a field of Looks like two slips. There is a third man, a cover point, an extra cover, mid-off, mid-on, a square leg or a wide square leg towards the mid-wicket region and a fine leg. So the third man and the fine leg are the two fielders outside the 30-yard circle. So they're opening the bowling from the rugby grounds end at Thurston College grounds here. So the Mercantile E Division quarter-final between NDB, that's Nation Development Bank, and South Asia Technologies. Yashan Avishka, the bowler, bowling from the rugby grounds end, right arm over the wicket. So a slip has been taken off. There is a cover point, extra cover, wide mid-off and a mid-off exactly on the 30-yard circle. There is also a mid-on the 30-yard circle. A mid-wicket inside the 30-yard circle. The fine leg and the third man, still the two fielders outside the circle. Sohan Dimal and Isru Wijatunga, the captain. The opener, Sohan Dimal, the AC 441 runs, 72 being his highest, average of 19.17, strike rate of 115.45, 250s to his name. So he's opening the batting for NDB. Isru Wijatunga, the captain, is on the non-strikers end. First delivery. He didn't release the ball, so a dead ball being called. Sohan Dimal is on strike. NDB looking for a total of about above 160, but whereas South Asia Technologies want to restrict them to something less than 140. There's Isuru Wijatunga, the captain, 256, 53 not out being his highest, just 17 innings. That's outside the off-stump and a wide being called. So the first delivery of this quarter-final has been declared a wide. And 1 run on the board for NDB. Pitched outside the off-stump and moved away. They see definitely a wide, that one. 1 run on the board. Yashan Avishka, right arm over the wicket. Some amount of pace in him. That's a better delivery. That's a better delivery, but still outside the off stump. Sohan Dimal trying to drive it. Lucky not to have got an edge to it. Goes to the wicket keeper. It'll be interesting here to see what kind of total NDB will be able to set for South Asia Technologies. Both teams are looking to enter the semi-final. Yashan Avishkar again. That's more towards the leg stump. Pushed away towards mid-wicket. Good bit of fielding there. Hesitation between the two batters, but finally deciding on the correct decision of not to go with the run. So still 1 run on the board. That being a wide being bowled at the very first delivery of this game. Yashan Avishka. Sohan Dimal, the batter, there you see that flicked away nicely. That's again a good delivery. Got some amount of bounce in it. Lets it go to the wicket keeper. No run. So 3 dot deliveries after that first wide delivery. Yashan Avishka bowling right arm over the wicket, bowling from the rugby grounds end here at Thurston College grounds. That's nicely played that time. That's going past mid-on, mid-off towards the boundary. Yes, that's the first scoring shot of the day with the boundary coming off the bat of Sohan Demal, taking the score on to 5. There you see a full toss, pushed away nicely, past mid-off. No chance for the mid-off fielder. 4 runs to him. He's off the mark with that boundary, and total moves on to 5. 5 without loss. That again a short delivery, pushing Sohan Demal off the back foot. Good delivery, definitely surprised him a bit, and goes to the wicket keeper. Five runs on the board, 5 for no loss. Yeah, you see that. No movement of the back foot. He was waiting to go on the front foot. Sohan Demal surprised him a bit on that one. Again, a dead ball again there, signaled by the umpire. The ball slipped away from the hands of Yashan Avishka. Five runs on the board, 5 for no loss. NDB, after winning the toss and deciding to bat first. That's over pitched and put away this time. This time over mid-on. That's another boundary to Sohan Demal. He's on the attack. He's looking for the runs. Well, lower pitch took it well. It was a slower delivery by Yashan Avishka. There you see, he picked it up well and hit it over mid-on. 1 bounce into the boundary. So 9 on the board after 1 over. NDB 9 for no loss. So it's Jayod Amarasena. He'll be bowling from about the Lokamauta end here at Thurston College grounds, and he'll be bowling to NDB captain Isuru Wijatunga, who's about to take strike. 9 runs on the board after the first over. 2 boundaries coming off that of the bat of Sohan Demal. He's on 8. Wijatunga still to open the account. First time, in fact, he's facing. They see Jayad Amrasinghe, 69 wickets, 5 for 20 being his best. 8 3-wicket hauls and 1 5-wicket haul, so he's bowling well. Left arm orthodox. It's a good delivery. Just to give the feel to you, there is a slip, a cover point, a short third man, a cover point, extra cover. Wide mid-off. There is a deep mid-off right on the boundary. A bit on, and that one tried to work it away. A bit of hesitation there, but still the batters managed to cross over for a single. So Wijatunga gets off the mark with that single. And the score moves on to double figures. 10 on the board, 10 for no loss. And back to the field, there is a mid-wicket right on the boundary. So they see the mid-on going down to deep mid-on, and mid-off coming inside the circle as Sohan Demal goes on strike. It's a player who got the 2 boundaries over mid-on and mid-off. He loves to hit it over the top. Jayad Amrasana, left arm, bowling to Sohan Demal. So he's bowling left arm round the wicket to the right-hander. It's again put away nicely this time. This time over mid-off. That's gone to the boundary for 4. 4 more runs to Sohan Demal. He moves on to 12. And all these 12 runs coming out 3 boundaries. 3 lovely hits over mid-on and mid-off. Do you see that? Timed it well, straight down the ground that time. Wonderful shot by Sohan Dimal. He's hitting it over the top. Jayodha Amrasena. Once again, this time he's having a change in the field. Bringing both the fielders inside the circle. Trying to... Most probably will try to hold the ball a bit. That's a quicker one. Cut away nicely, but short third man fielder is there. No run. Sohan Dimal on 12, 14 for no loss. NDB. Again bowled him. Going for a big hit again. Missed it completely. Hits the stumps. So Sohan Dimal has to go back. Jayodha Amrasena strikes first for South Asia Technologies. 14 runs on the board for the loss of first wicket. That's of Sohan Dimal, bowled by Jayodha Amrasena. Yeah, you see the replay of that. Well, didn't watch the ball at all. Just had a big swing, off stump, uprooted. Sohan Dimal walking back. 12 for 1 NDB. We are still in the second over of the game. 14 for 1, sorry. It's 14 for 1. So it's Jayodha Amrasena who'll be bowling to the new batter, Akbo Amarasinghe. You see Amarasinghe, 101 runs, 40 not out being his highest, average of 14.43, strike rate of 113.48. Wants to get his runs fast. Akbo Amarasinghe, that's nicely pushed away on the offside and go for a very quick single. Good bit of calling between the two batters. Good running between the wickets. Taking the score to 15. That's the end of the second over. It's 15 for 1. So it's Yashan Avishka to continue. Gave away 9 runs in this first over. 2 boundaries with the bat of Sohan Dimal. He'll be bowling to Akbo Amarasinghe, who also likes to get on with the game. Just a single coming off his bat in the very first delivery he faced. Yashan Avishka, right arm over the wicket this time. A good delivery. Amarasinghe watching it very carefully, technically very correct, pushing it back to the bowler. NDB 15 for 1. We are in the third over of the innings. Looking for a score something like 160. But on the other hand, South Asia Technologies want to restrict them something below 140. That was the captain's view with the toss. Well, that's a good delivery. He didn't know what happened really. Akbo Amarasinghe like to have a replay on that. Wonderful delivery by Yashan Avishka. Yeah, you see that one. He came in sharply. Akbo Amarasinghe just did not know what was happening. Just pushed it back to it. 15 on the board for loss of 1 wicket. NDB winning the toss and deciding to bat first in this quarter-final game against South Asia Technologies. Let's try to work away. A very quick run taken. There could be. He was hesitating there. He never expected that. That's a run out. Akbar Amarasinghe got to go. His bat was in the air, I thought. And a very good decision there. They have a look at that. He did not crease his bat. Well, he was holding his bat in the air and has to walk back. Well, NDB losing their second wicket at 15. There you see the replay of that. Flicked away down the leg side. No, didn't get a touch. Have a better look at that. So he's gone. Run out. So 16 on the board. 16 for 2. NDB. Well, that is a wide delivery. The umpire called a wide. They ran for it. The wicketkeeper was unable to collect it, but the return from the wicketkeeper hit the non-striker's end, where the batsman was hambling down and did not crease his bat. Yashan Avishka. This time a loud appeal. Definitely might have missed the leg stump. Might have gone down the leg side. Isuru Wijatunga, the captain. There you see the replay of that. Definitely might have missed leg stump. So 16 for 2. South Asia technology is very much in the game now. A lot of noise in the field, a lot of banter going on. It's again over pitch down the leg side. Put away towards mid wicket. They get a single. Again, good bit of running between the wickets. Isuru Wijatunga moves on to 2 with that single, and the score moves on to 17. This brings Rashan Ranasinghe on to strike. He walked into the non-striker's end because of their run-out decision. So Rashan Amarasinghe is on strike now, facing to Yashan Avishka. 328 runs, 52 being his highest, average of 25.23, strike rate of 76.10, 150. So I got a lot of runs, 328 runs. Might be wanting to get another half century today at this stage. NDB definitely needs him to get some runs. Rashan Ranasinghe. $17 for 2, winning the toss and deciding to bat first. Yashan Avishka, right arm over the wicket. At one shot. Goes over the ball, goes to the wicket keeper. No run. That's the end of that over. 2 overs for 11. His figures, Yashan Avishka. 17 for 2, NDB after winning the toss and deciding to bat first. So it's Amarasena to continue. 1 for 6 and his first over. Hesitation there again. That is a wild throw. Well, allows Isuru Wijatunga to get a single. Again, there was a bit of hesitation between the two batters, but they managed to get on with the run. 18 on the board. You see the replay of that. Hit uppishly. Goes towards it. You see that throw coming wide towards the wicket keeper. So Amarasena again. Left arm round the wicket. A quicker delivery. Now definitely going down the leg side. Short, quicker delivery. Going with the arm. Yeah, you see that? No doubt about it. Umpire didn't have any doubt at that. 18 for 2. That's the pitch up delivery. Slowly pushed away. Gets a single, and that could be. Yes, it is. That was a direct hit. Another run out. There was always hesitation between the two batters trying to get those singles, and another run out. That's Wijatunga has to walk back. The captain, a run out for 3. So NDB losing their third wicket at 18. They're 18 for 3. They see the replay of that. Pushing it. Again, a bit of hesitation. Good pick up. Straight direct hit. And there was no doubt on that. Wijatunga was short of ground. And he walks back for 3. Well, we are in the 4th over of the innings and 3 wickets already down for just 18 runs. NDB should pull their socks up. Got to decide to bat these 20 overs. They need to put up a score to allow their bowlers some kind of leverage to bowl at. Chayoda Amarasena bowling his second over. Bowling to the new batter who has walked in. That's Chatum Kavishit. A short delivery, tried to pull it. Didn't get hold of it. Chatum Kavishit. Short and pushed away on the offside. Past the bowler, no run there. While the fielders Warrior Child doing everything possible. South Asia Technologies. The captain was pretty confident at the toss, saying that they definitely want to restrict them for below 140. That's a good delivery, took the edge, but short third man fielder is there. So that's the end of that over. 4 overs gone. It's 18 for 3. So there seemed to be a bowling change from the rugby grounds end. Dilshan Madhwanta, the new bowler, being brought in. 18 for 3. NDB winning the toss and deciding to bat first. Well, 2 unfortunate runouts. They see Madhwanta. 25 innings, 27 wickets, 5-13 being his best. That's nicely played by Rashan Ranasinghe. Down towards mid-off. Mid-off on the 30-yard circle. They easily cross over for a single. He gets off the mark. Ranasinghe. 19 on the board. Current run rate of 4.56. Right arm off spinner Madhuanta pushing it quicker this time. Chatham off the back foot, trying to push it. Didn't get hold of it. Madhuanta right arm off spinner. That's a better delivery. Straight bat, pushed it on the offside. Well, the fielders definitely supporting the ball as well. They're very quick onto the bidded ball. It's again slightly over pitched, but Chatham drives. It doesn't get hold of it. Madhuanta. 3-dot deliveries. That's a quicker one. Pushed him on the back foot. Good bit of bowling by Madhuanta at that time. This time on the front foot, trying to drive it. Got the edge, goes down towards short fine leg. So that's the end of that over. 5 overs gone. NDB after winning the toss after 5 overs are 19 for 3.
Five overs completed, 19 runs on the board for the loss of 3 wickets. It's been a bit of a rough start for NDB. And in comes Mausha the Fernando, 26 matches, 44 wickets for him, with the best figures of 5 for 25. Nicely bowled, just a hint of turn into the batter, Roshan Ranasinghe and Chatham Kavishita out there in the middle after a rough start with the bat in hand. NDB, especially after winning the toss and electing to bat first, based on the observations here at Thurston College Ground, saying that the outfield might be a bit wet, so that's why they've opted to bat first to put South Asia Technologies into bowl. But so far it's been their own undoing. Couple of runouts. It was really an unfortunate start for NDB, as South Asia Technologies have completely taken over these first 5 overs to their favour. That could be a wide as it is. Just getting that hint of spin, Mausha the Fernando. Putting some good revs on the ball. Faster delivery, short and picked away quite nicely behind the square leg reach, and this time for a boundary. The first boundary after a while for NDB, and it comes off the bat of Chatham Kavishit. The idea was right from Mausha. He was trying to dart that ball in, fire it in, but it was a lot shorter than he expected it to be. And easy pickings for Chatham Kavishit, just helped it on its way towards the backward of square leg. Right, so last ball of this over. 6 runs are coming off from it. Tossed up, nicely bowled outside the off stump, and it's a dot delivery to finish things off. 6 overs completed, NDB 25 for 3.
25 for 3 now. NDB just picking up the pace now after losing 3 early wickets. A boundary in the last over. Dilshan Madhuanta being brought back in. First over, just 1 run. The South Asia Technologies captain did mention that they would be trying to restrict NDB for anything around 140. And they're well on track to do that. Another miscommunication. Quite a lot of years and no's out there in the middle from NDB. They've already suffered with 2 run-outs, and they cannot afford another one here. And Ashley picked up this time. Not the best of the deliveries. Couple of runs. Got to hurry. And just on time. It was a good throw from the fielder. Had he been a few seconds short, that would have been another run out. It was a sharp throw from the fielder. But I like that from Rashan Ranasinghe. Just tucking it down towards, once again, backward to Sportylk region. Playing with soft hands just to make sure that there's enough room to get a couple of runs. Another faster delivery this time. Back-to-back faster delivery from Dilshan Madhuanta. Bowling it in a flatter trajectory. Dilshan not giving that chance for the batters to get under the ball. And a tossed-out delivery. On the offside he goes. And it's taken. What a catch. Wow. That's the 4th wicket. It was there to be hit. Rashan Ranasinghe saw the opportunity. Was trying to loft that ball on the offside. And Dilshan Madhuanta did extremely well to bowl it outside the off stump, tossed up. And there's his fielder. What a catch. That was indeed a tough one. And he has held on to a good catch here in this quarterfinal. So 27 for 4 now. Rashan Ranasinghe. He's gone for 4. Dilshan Madhuanta with the breakthrough. .27 for 4, a disastrous start for NDB. It was there to be hit. It was outside the off stump. It was nicely tossed up. It's just that the execution was not perfect. There was this deep car fielder exactly for that kind of a missed shot from the batter. And he fell prey exactly to that. Right, so Maushada Fernando being brought back in. This is Shawan Fernando, the new man in 24 matches, 373 runs for him. And here's Maushada. Once again, could be just a single, yeah. Just touch too short from Maushada Fernando. Both the spinners just trying to bowl it in a flatter trajectory, trying to mix things up. Even in the previous over, one before the last delivery of the last over, Almost 50% of those deliveries in that over were bowled with a flatter trajectory. And then came that tossed up delivery. The last delivery of the last over, it was nicely tossed up, enticing the batter to go for that shot. Because the runs were not coming in, the ones and twos were not coming in nicely. So when the opportunity is there, you entice the batter to go for that shot. And that's exactly what happened. So it was a nice setup from the South Asia Technologies, and the batter eventually did fell for it. Right, so a couple of runs here as well. That's good running, that's good placement, good thinking from the batter. Shawan Fernando, at the last moment, decided to put his bat through. The ball didn't really bounce much as well. Kept low. Right, so nicely tossed up once again, coming down the track, couple of runs. I like this from Maushad and Dilshan, both the bowlers, just making sure that they're not being predictable out there in the middle, mixing things up, bowling at a flatter trajectory and also tossing it up. And especially Maushad is getting some good revs on the ball. And that's the end of the over. Just 6 runs coming off from that over. 8 completed, 33 for 4. .33 for 4 now. And another bowling change. Chamod Ratnayaka being brought back in. In fact, to bowl his first over. 38 matches, 50 wickets for him. Has a good array of spinners, South Asia Technologies. They've been one of the dominant forces in this tournament. Played in Group B. Played 6 matches in that first round. Finished off second place in their group, if I'm not mistaken. Winning almost 5 matches. Leading edge. Now, one of the main reasons of the success of South Asia Technologies is the fact that they had a good array of spinners, and we're seeing it right now in all important quarterfinals. Maush, the Chamod, Dilshan, all these players has completely tormented the oppositions right from the start of this tournament. And it's such a handy option to have all these spinners, especially given the fact that this tournament is being played on matting surfaces, which we know that it gives that aid, it gives that support for the spinners. And when you have these types of bowlers who are not predictable, who are very proactive. There we go. That one spun the other way. So that's the sort of versatility these spinners have from South Asia Technologies, and it's such it's so refreshing to see that the spinners coming in early, and of course making sure that the batters are being troubled right from the start, and especially in the context of this match with 35 for 4. Couldn't have asked for a better setup for these spinners to come in and to bowl in these middle overs. Last ball of this over. Yeah, bunched on the ground. Will be just a single. So 4 runs coming off from that over. 9 done, 37 for 4. Couple of wickets. Jayad Damarasena and Dilshan Madhuwanta picking up 1 wicket apiece. There's been a good collective effort from South Asia Technologies so far in this first 9 overs. Got 11 more overs to go. Right, so another bowling change. Now this is interesting. Manindra Jaitilaka comes in. 37 matches, 39 wickets for Manindra. Could be a wide. Yes, it is a wide. Now at this stage, South Asia Technologies wouldn't really mind if these 2 batters, get 1 or 2s. But it's just that they cannot afford to make these 2 batters settle out there in the middle. Once again, just too much spin on offer for Manindra Jaitilaka. Couple of wides to start off this over. Touch too short this time, worked away towards the onside for a single. Played it towards mid-wicket region. The final fielder is up inside the 30-yard circle. There's a deep backward square leg and a deep mid-wicket in position. And a long on, so it's a packed onside field. But everyone on the line, so plenty of 1s and 2s options for both these batters, just to work that ball towards the mid-wicket or that square leg region. Punched on the ground. Was not timed or placed up to the perfection. It would get just a single. The idea was right. It was once again tossed up from Manindra Jaitilaka. Right, so 5 runs coming off from this over, including a couple of wides. And here's the last ball of this over from Manindra Jaitilaka. Trying out something different, entirely different here. The idea was right because the ball was spinning that way. It was just that the execution was not up to the perfection that time. But he survives. 10 overs completed, 42 for 4.
So here we come to the half stage of the innings, 42 for 4. NDB after winning the toss. 10 overs completed. Juan Fernando on 9 and Chatham on 7. So this is the time they got to consolidate and try to get a good score on the board. The way they're going, they end up somewhere around 100. They got to get something more than that. Does an appeal and it's given out, so he's out. Sean Fernando has to walk back. So that's the fall of the 5th wicket. NDB, India Straits 42 for 5. We're still in the 10th over, 5 wickets down. NDB definitely got to bat the 20 overs and get up a good score. Well, at this moment, the projected score is just 83. There you see that. Took the outside edge, and the wicketkeeper managed to hold on to it. So that's Sean Fernando, caught by Subaru Satindu of Chamudratnaika for 9. The rest of the NDB batters must do something better than this. 42 on the board for 5. 9.5 overs remaining in the innings. In this 20 over Mercantile Division quarter-final game with South Asia Technologies. They're very much on top of the game at the moment. So Chamudratnaika gets his first wicket. There you see that. Wicketkeeper manages to hang on to it. Stuck his body. There you see he stuck his shoulder first. Ajanta Chandula, the new batter, be facing to Chamudratnaika. Pushed away on the leg side. There's no run there. See, the Rajanta is batting outside the leg stump guard, keeping all the 3 stumps wide open for the bowler to aim at. There you see that. Batting at a guard of outside the leg stump. The moves allows him to ample time to move on to the off. Chamudratnaika. Bowled his first over for just 4 runs, right arm. Oh, spinner. That's a quicker delivery. Again, a bit of hesitation there by the 2 batters. Well, running between the wickets between NDB batters have been horrible. Couple of run-outs gone early, but still they're struggling to find their way. They say yes, no calls, so many in the innings. Well, if it hit the stump, that would have been curtains again. Chamudratnaika, the bowler himself, fielded that one, had a bang at the stumps, but couldn't get it to it. Chandula still to open his account. Facing to Ratnaika. This one worked away nicely towards fine leg, and they get a single. So Chandula gets off the mark, and the score moves on to 43 for 5. NDB winning the toss and deciding to bat first in this quarter-final game against South Asia Technologies. Well, the batters got to understand they have 9 overs remaining, so that's the end of that over. 11 overs gone, it's 43 for 5. They have 9 overs remaining. They need to bat this 9 overs, and also they need to put up a good score to allow their bowlers some kind of a opportunity to get the opposition out. They need to at least get 100 to 120 on the board. 9 overs remaining. Manindra Jatalaka, there you see the scorecard, very poor state. Sohan Dibal was out for 12. Bowled by Amarasena, then 2 run-out dismissals. That's captain out for 3. Akbo Amarasinghe for 1. Then a wonderful catch taken there in the boundary. Rashan Ranasinghe was out for 4. And now the last wicket to fall was Shawan Fernando. Was taken by the wicket keeper for 7. So Manindra Jatalaka. Tossed up delivery, pushed away on the onside by Chandula. Gets a single. This brings Chatham Kavsit on strike. He's on 7. He has faced 21 deliveries for his 7. He's holding his end up. That's exactly what he got to do. The batters round him must try to get some runs there. He tried to work it away down the leg side. We'll have to wait for the umpire's signal to see. Yes, he has got some touch to it. So taking the score on to 45. He moves on to 8. You see that? Yes, top edge going over the wicket keeper. That one nicely worked away again. Nicely by Chandula. Down towards fine leg, gets a single. So 3 singles in this over up to now. That's the way NDB should try to rotate the strike, get those singles. And you will not feel that the scoreboard is moving on. Short and try to work it down this time. A wide bean signal. 1 more run to the total. Takes it on to 47. Other than the couple of wides bowled by South Asia Technologies bowlers, they have done a good job. Well supported by their fielders. Good bit of fielding. A good catch was taken right on the extra cover boundary and a couple of run-outs. Couple of direct hits. And that's worked away nicely towards the leg side. Get a single. Singles coming off every delivery in this over up to now. Chandula is on 3. He's on strike now. Short and back slapped it towards the mid on. Gets a single. .49 on the board. 49 for 5. NDB after winning the toss and deciding to bat first. Manindra Jayatilaka. This time again pushed away on the onside. No run there. That's the end of that over. 6 runs coming off that over. 49 for 5 after 12. There you see the batting card once again. Not much to talk about it. Only one batsman being able to come into double figures. That was Sohan Dimel, who got 3 boundaries in his 12 before he was bowled. And from there onwards, the wickets tumbled at regular intervals. And after 12 overs, NDB are 49 for 5. Finding hard to recover. Chamudra Tiger 1 for 5 of 2. That one again, short is outside the off stump, a quicker one. Pushing it with the arm. Ratnaika bowled pretty well. 2 overs, just given away 5 runs. That's late, cut it nicely, going down towards the third man boundary. A long chase there. Well, it reaches the boundary, so that's a boundary coming off after a long time for NDB. That takes the score on to 53. 53 for 5. That's coming off the bat of Chandula. He got off the back for Daisy, played pretty late. Watched that ball well and played it beautifully. No chance to the short third man fielder who had a long chase there. Goes down towards the boundary. Chamudra Tiger pushing it a bit quicker, I thought. Allowing the batter to watch it very carefully. Glided with the pace. Yes, he again works it away. I don't wonder whether he got a touch of wide being signal. Yes, 4 wides. 5 wides so. That will be 5 more runs added to the total. So that will take the score to 58. He's pushing it too quicker. Ratnayaka got to vary that delivery. Toss it up a bit. Get the batsman to drive. That's exactly what he got to do at this stage. 58 for 5. NDB. Don't need to bowl defensively. Got to try to attack and get the wickets. They're very much on top of the game. That one nicely played towards deep mid-on. Gets a single. Well, 10 runs coming in this over up to now. 59 for 5. So that's going to be a good over for NDB. 10 runs coming in it. 3 more deliveries remaining. Short and cut away nicely. Well fielded there at the cover point. Stopping runs. Chatham is on 9 of 25 deliveries. Now Chatham got to play some shots at this stage. We're in the 13th over of the innings. Watching that ball very carefully, allowing it to go to the wicketkeeper. Chamudratnayaka pushing it a bit quicker. Short again, cut away nicely. Wide of the extra cover fielder, they managed to cross over for a single. So end of 13, over number 13, it's 60 for 5. NDB after winning the toss and deciding to bat first. Well, there you see the bowling card of South Asian Technologies. Shashan Avishkar, none for 11. So it's a Manindra Jayatillaka to continue. 11 runs gone of 2 overs. Chatham Kavashit batter, he's on 10. He has been there for some time, faced 27 deliveries. Might be seeing the ball well now. Try to push a little. Of course, cannot throw his wicket away, no doubt about that. But must be able to look for some runs, pushing it here and there. That's nicely played. Straight down towards deep mid-off. Gets a single. Taking the score to 61. NDB definitely need to get more than 100 runs by the end of the 20th over. Chandula, 9 of 10. Tossed up again, worked away, but they get an easy single. There is a mid-wicket right down on the boundary. Comes and picks it up. Meanwhile, the batters cross over for a single, taking the score to 62. Jayatillaka this time short outside the off stump. Chatham tried to cut it away, didn't get hold of it. That's put away nicely towards short mid-wicket. Oh, that's an overthrow there. That's a bit of poor fielding. It was highly unwanted, even the throw, because the batters were quite safe. 2 more runs to the total, takes it on to 64. Kavshet moves on to 13. He's 13 not out of 30 deliveries. He's now looking to work the ball away and get some runs. Yes, he was very much inside when the throw came in, beating the backup fielder. That's a toss-up delivery, nicely driven, but straight to the fielder this time. 4 runs coming in this over up to now. One more delivery remaining in the 14th over of the innings. Kavshit on 13, Chandula on 10. So both these batters in double figures. So that's the end of that over. It's 14 gone. It's 64 for 5. They see both these batters on double figures. Chatham Kavshit on 13 of 32 deliveries. Rajendra Chandala 10 of 11 deliveries. So these two batters can get some runs. Arvind Peshala, the next to come in. Segar Anutharajan, Shannon Saleh. Roll in the pavilion, still waiting for the opportunity. 64 for 5. After 14 overs, the 15th over, it's Manindra Jayodha Amarasena being brought in from the rugby grounds end. 1 for 7 of his 2 overs, bowled pretty well. 2 overs remaining for him. Definitely the captain must be wanting to use those 2 overs. Been pretty tight. Amarasena. That's nicely played. Uppishly but could be taken. Yes, that's the end of Chandala. So that's the 6th wicket to fall. Amarasena gets another one. 2 for 7 is bowling figures. Chandala, that was a good catch. Watched it well in the boundary. Got underneath there, you see that hit uppishly. There you see the fielder coming underneath very well. Watched it into his hands, taking a good catch. And Chandula has to walk back. Dilshan Madhwanta was that fielder. Took it well. So Chandula goes for 10. And NDB losing their 6th wicket at 64. So Jayodha Amarasena gets his 2nd wicket, 2 for 7 of 2.2. He's been the main strike bowler for South Asian Technologies. Left arm orthodox. That's pushed away on the offside. No run there. Jayodha Amarasena. Left arm round the wicket to the right hander. Pushed away on the offside. Goes down towards deep mid-off. Gets a single. Taking the score to 65. 65 for 6. Shannon Saleh, the new batter, is off the mark with that single. Amarasena bowling to Chatham Kavit this time. Tossed up delivery, nicely washed into it. Well, he must be having ideas of batting up to the 20th over. Taking his own cool time, 13 coming off 33 deliveries. Of course, at least he has been hanging around there, but that hit uppishly again. That's a fielder getting underneath. Oh, he dropped it, but made a great attempt. No doubt. Watched that ball well, came running into it. Unfortunately, could not hold on to it. Allows Chamit to get a single. There you see the replay of that. Hit uppishly towards the mid-wicket, wide mid-wicket. He came running in from deep mid-on. Oh, could not get hold on to it at all. So the batsman managed to cross over for a single. So 15 overs gone. It's 66 for 6.
Right, so 15 overs done, 66 for 6. Oh, gone is it? Yes, it is. Manindra Jatilaka picks up his first wicket and Chatham Kavishit has to head back to the pavilion. He actually tried for a glorious shot on the onside, was down on one knee. In fact, he was trying to go down on one knee, but couldn't really get hold of the delivery. Nicely tossed up, and he missed it completely in its trajectory. So Chatham Kavishit is gone for 14 of 35, and Manindra Jatilaka picks up his first wicket. It's been a real horror story so far for NDB, 66 for 7. Manindra Jatilaka nicely tossing it up, and that wicket-taking delivery just dipped on the batter. This is T. Veerasinghe, 9 matches, 97 for him. Worked away towards the onside once again. Shannon Siley. Well, Shannon Siley we saw in the group stage matches how we managed things with the bat in hand. He's a good striker of the ball, a hard hitter of the ball, and can get those runs quickly. So it's the ideal situation for NDB. Obviously not ideal 68 for 7, but having Shannon Siley out there in the middle will give some confidence for NDB heading into this last 5 overs, or rather the last 4 overs of this match for NDB. That's the end of the over. 3 runs coming off from that one from Manindra. 16 completed, 69 for 7. The spin attack of South Asia Technologies once again living up to the expectations, ripping through this NDB batting lineup. Nicely done, using the pace of the delivery that time. And Chamudratnayaka is one of those bowlers, if you compare him with the rest of the spinners in the South Asia Technologies lineup, he's one of those bowlers who likes to mix things up, who likes to dart the ball in, who bowls with a much faster pace compared to the other spinners. So it's a nice versatility, it's a nice mix of spinners that South Asia Technologies have in their lineup for this MCA. Oh, gone. There we go. That's exactly what I mentioned. That ball didn't bounce. It kept low, but it was very fast. So that change of pace once again working in the favour of Chamudratnayaka and South Asia Technologies. And it's a danger man, Shannon Saile, who has to depart. And there we go. Faster delivery. Didn't bounce. Kept low. And no chance for Shannon that time. So the 8th wicket goes down. Shannon Saile is gone for 2. And now it's 8 down. Right, so 70 for 8 now. NDB. It's been a wonderful bowling effort from South Asia Technologies here. Now they've been put into bowl first. Remember, it was NDB who won the toss earlier today. They won the toss, elected to bat first. But South Asia Technologies took the challenge upon themselves to first bowl first. And they've done a good job here. Good is an understatement, I would say. They've done a great job here, having the opposition at 71 for 8. Oh, nicely bowled once again. How did that miss their outside edge? It was very, very close. Right, so last ball of this over. Just a couple of runs and a wicket from Chamudratnayaka. Oh, nicely bowled. Just missed everything by a whisker that time. That's a wonderful delivery to finish things off. 70 done, 71 for 8. Yeah, another best looking batting card for NDB. One of the batters, no one crossing that 20-run mark with a high score of 14 from Chatham Kavishit so far in this match for NDB. Right, so here's Avin Peshala to face Jayodhya Amarasena to bowl his last over. 2 for 9. And they've done a good job here in these quarterfinals. It's an important game. Faster delivery should be as wide as it is. They kept on attacking right from the start, and it was a very shaky start from NDB. Couple of run-outs, so the momentum was shifting, and it completely shifted at the end of the over number 5 or 6. 3 wickets were already down with 2 run-outs, and the whole momentum has been clearly shifted towards South Asia Technologies, and from there onwards they've been relentless. They never gave a chance for NDB to crawl back into this game, and they were on the driving seat right from the start and till now, and hopefully till the end. Now that's a good shot. Has that gone all the way from 6? No, it is not. It's taken down in the deep. And Jayodhya Amarasena picks up his third wicket. It was a good setup there from Jayodhya Amarasena, tossed up, asking the batter to hit that ball. There was this long on fielder in position for an exactly kind of a shot, exactly like that. And he makes no mistake out there in the deep. So the 9th wicket goes down for 73. Aditya Veerasinghe is gone for 3. Having your opposition for 73 runs in a quarterfinals, couldn't have asked for anything better than this for South Asia Technologies. Here's the last man in Segar Anoj Dharan. 11 matches for him. Nothing much in terms of batting for Segar Anoj Dharan, coming in as the number 11 batter for NDB. These two batters just should make sure that they get to that 100-run mark. Simple as that. 15 deliveries remaining in the game. Oh, now this time it goes high up in there. And it's taken. 73 all out NDB, and Jayodhya Amarasena picks up his 4th wicket for just 11 runs in 3.4 overs. What a spell from Jayodhya Amarasena. He's been the main tormentor with the ball for South Asia Technologies. A faster delivery. And Anoj Dharan had no idea whatsoever on how to deal with that kind of a delivery. Just went up very high up in there, off the edge. And Mausha Fernando completes the catch to send Segar Anoj Dharan back to the pavilion for a duck. So 73 all out NDB. And that gives the target for South Asia Technologies 74 runs in the quarterfinals, and they will take that. They will take that. But of course, NDB will have to give their 200%, I would say, out there in the middle in order to defend this score of 73 runs. But it's going to be a very tough one, as South Asia Technologies, they've been one of the dominant forces in the tournament, finishing second in the points table in Group B, winning 5 matches. And now they have the opposition 73 all out in the quarterfinals, having 1 foot already in that semi-finals here at Thurston College grounds. Right, so here we go. The batting card for NDB, highest score of 14 of 35 for Chatham Kavashit, and the rest of the batters were not able to get to that double figures mark. Only 2 other batters got to the double figures mark. Sohan Dimel, the opener, and then Rajantha Chandula finishing with 10 of 13. So 73 all out in 17.4 overs. It's been a horrendous batting display from NDB in these quarterfinals, as they've been wrapped up for 73 runs. Looking into the bowling, it's a collective effort from South Asia Technologies. Jayodhya Amarasena is a pick of the bowlers for South Asia Technologies, with 4 wickets for just 11 runs in 3.4 overs, and couple of wickets for Chamud Ratnayaka, and 1 wicket apiece for Dilshan Madhuvanta and Manindra Jaitilaka. So you can see the fall of wickets right from the start to the very end. Wickets falling in regular intervals, and no partnerships whatsoever to threaten the South Asia Technologies, and their bowlers have done a good job to restrict the opposition for just 73 runs. Right, so looking into the highlights, as I mentioned earlier, it was a bit of a shaky start for NDB. We saw a couple of good shots, especially from Sohan Dimel, who looked good out there in the middle, played some really good shots all around the park, and then the spinners came in, and that's where the problem started for NDB. This was the wicket of Sohan Dimel, and then what followed after that were a couple of run-outs that completely changed the whole complexion of the game, the whole dimension of the game, and some good fielding efforts. It was right from the start to the very end. They were on their toes, the fielders, and the bowlers have done their job, but the fielders have complemented them quite nicely. Some really good catches being taken out in the outfield from the South Asia Technologies fielders, and they've done a good collective effort here at Thurston College grounds to have the opposition at 73 all out in just 17.4 overs. Fielding, as I mentioned earlier, has been quite good, but it was the highlight of the show was definitely the spinners of South Asia Technologies. They were really good right throughout this tournament. They were the main support line for South Asia Technologies, and even in this quarterfinals, they didn't let their captain down, and their bowlers have done a good job. The spinners have done a tremendous job to have the opposition for 73 runs. So there we go. That's the target. 74 runs required of 120 deliveries. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with the run chase.
Welcome back to Thurston College Grounds here in Colombo for the second half of this game between NDB and South Asia Technologies. NDB batting first with dismiss for 74 in 17.4 overs, and now 73, sorry, in 17.4 overs, and now Asian Technologies need 74 to win this game, and they have 20 overs to achieve this. So the two umpires, Tilan Perez and Chintaka Gamage, are on the field. And of course, once again, just to remind, our match referee is Mr. Senanandavira, with a lot of experience behind him. He has been a player, an umpire, a commentator, and now a match referee. So 4-in-1. Incidentally, a 4-in-1 with Senanandavira, the match referee. So the two teams back in the field. So it's South Asia Technologies chasing that target of 74 to win this game. There's the NBD 73 all out in 17.4 overs. It's pretty interesting to see if NDB can fight back with their bowlers trying to dismiss South Asian Technologies below that target of 74. Definitely they'll be trying their very best. This is a quarter-final encounter, a knockout encounter, just not a league game, so they need to win this game if they want to persist into the semi-final. So Suviru Satindu and Lasanta Kamlal are the two openers. Segar and Anuj Taran, they see his bowling figures. 26 wickets of 19 games, 6 for 33 being his best. 3 3-wicket hauls and 1 5-wicket haul. Economy of 4.54. Average of 15.77. A decent bowler. Let's wait and see what he can do today. Saviru, 893 runs, highest been 79, average of 18.22, strike rate of 71.96 with 150. He's on strike. Left arm. That's a good delivery, pushed away on the offside. Well, South Asia Technology is definitely going to be watchful. They're not going to just rush through it. They have 20 overs to get 74 runs to win this game and push themselves into the semi-final. There is Lasanta Kamlal, got 478 runs, 81 being his highest, 19.92, strike rate of 120.210 with 2 half centuries. That's another good delivery. Bowling left arm over the wicket to the right-hander. Anuttaran has been among the wickets for NDB. They need him to get some wickets today too, if they need to be back in this game, and need to get them quite early, because the target is just 74 to win. Once again, that's a wide bin signal, because did swing a bit, taking that ball away from the right-handed batter. Making it. That's again. You see that? That is a replay of the previous delivery. 1 run on the board. Coming off a wide. South Asia Technologies. That's again another wide being signaled down the leg side this time. 2 wides. Yes, definitely. Those will be given as wides by the umpires on the leg side. Anuj Taran need to concentrate. Decent pace in him. That's pushed away on the onside. I see the bowler himself following it up very quickly. not allowing the batters to cross over for a single. 2 runs on the board, both coming off wides. 3 more deliveries remaining in this over. Fairly long over up to now. 8 deliveries with this 2 wides. That's a good delivery, but down the leg side again. He got to attack Midland leg or Midland off to be more agile, to take that ball, take the outside edge of the bat. Unloads the run. Left arm over the wicket to the right-hander. Good bit of bowling, keeping things tight. Of course, got to control bowling those wide deliveries. 3 dot deliveries and 3 wide deliveries he's bowled. Subaru Satindo still to open his account. That's a slower delivery, worked away nicely towards third man. Gets a single and he's off the mark, and the score moves on to 4 with 3 wides in that. South Asian Technologies needing just 74 to win, a 4 for no loss. We're in the first over of the innings. They need 70 more runs to get in 115 deliveries. Well, the target is quite easy as far as the runs are concerned, but the bowlers need to get wickets and get them quite early if they want to get back into this game. Anutsaran got to understand that, got to attack the batters, try to get those edges. This time hit up Ashley, but falling short of the cow point fielder. That was a good over, no doubt. Of course, 3 wides coming in it, but really attacked the batter. So that's the end of that over. 1 over gone, 4 for no loss. South Asia Technologies in reply to 73 all out by NDB. So they see a lot of batting to come. Ashan, Avishka, Manindra Jaya Tilaka. The 2 next batters that would come in if there is any wicket to fall. So Lasanta Kamlal still to face a delivery as Savaru Satindo got that single. He's on strike, he keeps a strike. Aditya Veerasinghe, the bowler. Bowling from above the locomotive end. Left arm orthodox. That's a good delivery. Beat him outside the off stump. Just to give the feel to you, there is a slip, a cover point, an extra cover. That is a short mid-off. Trying to bowl him. Get played on. Try to pull it. Got the inside edge and into the stumps. South Asian Technology is losing their first wicket at 4. That's of Savaru Satindo. He's out for 1. And Aditya Veerasinghe gets the breakthrough. Well, that was a poor delivery. I see that one, replay that one. Try to play it. Get off the bat. Well, I'd like to have a look at that again. Whether it came off the body of the wicket keeper or straight into the stumps of the bat. So Yashan Avishkar, the new batter. That's again pushed away on the offside. No run. They see the last wicket. See that replay of that. Oh, that's a normal delivery. They see the replay. That's a good delivery again. Got the inside edge, goes down towards Sportylk, gets a single. So Yashan Avishkar is off the mark with that single. Score moves on to 5. Aditya Veerasinghe, left arm, round the wicket to the right-handed batter. An appeal for an LPW, but umpire Dylan Perez disallows that. That's the end of that over. 2 overs gone. It's 5 for 1. And Aditya Veerasinghe 1 for 1. They see definitely too high and also missing leg stump. That was that last delivery where they appeal for an LPW. So NDB needs to get wickets at regular intervals if they want to get back into this game. Needs 69 runs. South Asia Technologies, 108 deliveries remaining for them to get that 69. So that's it. That's the equation. In this quarter-final encounter played at Thurston College grounds here in Colombo. Sigar Anod Taran to continue. Well, a good over. Of course, 4 runs came off it, but 3 wides in it. Got to control that wide. That's a better delivery. Putting a lot of pressure on the batter. Yashan Avishkar. Just 1 run to his name. Lasantha Kamlal, the non-striker, not having much of the strike. This is the 3rd over in progress. That one short, and that could be given wide, way above the head of the batter. 1 short delivery for the over, signalled by the umpire. That's umpire Chintaka Gamage. So taking the score on to 6. Anuj Dharan, they got to concentrate a lot. That's nicely played. A slower delivery, picked it up well, pushed it towards mid-wicket, and they get a single. Avishkar moves on to 2. 7 on the board for South Asia Technologies, replying to needing to get 74 to win this game. 67 runs more needed. They're not in a hurry, definitely not in a hurry, but NDB, the ball is on NDB court. They need to get wickets if they want to get back into this game, and another wide being given. Wide outside the off stump this time. Well, this is the bowler. They look for wickets, but he got to concentrate, cut these wides. He's already given about 5 wides now in the total of 8. He got to concentrate. That's a better delivery. Wrapped him on the pads, but definitely going above the wickets. Another run. Bowling his second over. 7 runs coming off his bowling, of 5 wides in that. That's a better delivery. The wicket keeper unable to pick it up. That goes down towards the boundary. So 4 byes to the total takes it on to 12. On the board for South Asia Technologies. That was a good delivery, good amount of bounce he got from that. The wicket keeper, it's Akbar Amarasinghe. Got to take those. He got to stop those. You cannot give runs like that. They don't have much of a total to play with. On the board. That's a good delivery, but nicely played. Pushed away towards mid-wicket. They get a single. Taking the score to 13. And Kamalal gets off the mark with that single. South Asia Technologies 13 for 1. That's again another wide bin signal. And they get a single, so 2 wides to the total, 2 runs added. It will be 15. But that's poor bowling. He got to concentrate. He got to adjust himself quickly because too many extras are being given. When you have a small total like just 74 to defend with, you need to bowl, be accurate. Well, yes, you're the main bowler to try to get the wickets, but that doesn't mean that you got to go wide. That hit upishly this time. That's gone into the vacant wide mid-on area. That's gone to the boundary for 4. 4 more runs to the total. Takes it on to 19. That's Kamlal gets that boundary. He moves on to 5. And 3 overs gone. It's 19 for 1. You see 11 extras of this total of 19. Satindo he got 1 before he was bowled by Veerasinghe. Kamlal is on 5. Avishka is on 2. 19 for 1 after 3. Aditya Veerasinghe coming in again. Bowling from the Bauda Lokumar at the end. Bowling to Avishka, who pushes it on the offside. No run. That's a quicker one, but short. Cut away nicely. That's beat the cover point fielder. That's running towards the boundary. 4 more runs. And a no ball also signaled by the umpire. So that's going to be a free hit. 4 runs coming off and another free hit to it. Oh, so the score moves on to 23. And 24 with that no ball. 24 for 1. So that's going to be a free hit. An opportunity for the batter to add some runs to the total. There you see the umpire, Tilan Pera, signaling that free hit. Aditya Veerasinghe. That's a wide and the free hit will be repeated. 1 more run. Yashan Avishka, the batter, gets this opportunity. Hit it beautifully. This time goes down towards the mid-wicket boundary for 4. That one short and put away nicely. So taking the score to 29 or 28. 29 it is. 29 for 1. Well, South Asia Technology is very much on top of the game. 29 for 1 at the moment. The bowlers did bowl a couple of deliveries earlier on, but now they're losing the grip. 4 no balls that was earlier. Lovely shot that was. Getting past extra cover. And now this time a shortish delivery put away nicely towards mid-wicket. Short and hit up Ashley this time over extra cover. That's a lovely shot by Avishka. 4 more runs to him. He moves on to 14 and the score moves on to 33. They're going out with the bowling now. They want to finish it off soon. It looks like Avishka in particular getting off the back foot, hitting it over extra cover. That was a lovely shot. As we're Singh again. This time it up Ashley. Again going over extra cover. There's a long chase here while the batters are crossing over for 2. 2 more runs to Avishka. Takes him on to 16 and the score to 35. Pretty expensive over. 15 runs, 16 runs coming off this up to now. 2 more deliveries remaining. Aditya Veerasinghe. This time it cuts it, but straight to the extra cover fielder. No run there. Veerasinghe. That one hit up Ashley could be caught, and this is taken at extra cover. He didn't get hold of it properly, just a short jab, and a good catch taken there. So South Asia Technology is losing their second wicket. That is Yashan Avishka, gone for 16. Aditya Veerasinghe getting his second. There you see that replay. Was never in control of that shot. A good catch taken at extra cover. So it's 35 for 2. And that is the end of the 4th over. So 4 overs gone, 35 for 2. South Asia Technologies chasing a total of just 74 to win this game. Well, that over cost him 16 runs. Aditya Veerasinghe, although he got his wicket, gave away 16 runs to Avishka. So it's 35 for 2 after 4. Avin Peshala, the new batter, 31 innings. That's a bowler, sorry. So the bowling change here from the rugby grounds end. Left arm. That's it beautifully. Tossed up, put away nicely over deep mid on. That's going to be off to the boundary for 4. So Kamlal gets a boundary. He moves on to 9 and the score moves on to 39. Well, looks like South Asia Technologies want to finish it off soon. They're going after the bowlers, getting those boundaries quite easily. Avin Peshala again. Left arm round the wicket to the right hander. Tossed up again. This time gets off the back foot, cuts it towards extra cover. They cross over for a single. So 40 runs on the board, just 24 needed. 34 needed. 74 needed for victory. Manindra Jayatilaka, the new batter, is taking guard. 972 runs, 125 being his highest average of 27.00. Strike rate, you see that, 142.52. 650s and 100. So he can bat, definitely. Pushed away on the offside, no run. Six 50s and 100 for him. Manindra Jatalaka. That's got it into the gap. Gets a single, so he's off the mark with that single. Taking the score to 41. 41 for 2. That's it uppishly, but dropping short of the third man fielder. Beats him with the turn, goes down towards the boundary. The batters are running that time. They cross for 3, taking the score to 44. Do you see that? Hit uppishly, but the fielder couldn't get hold of it. With the turn, he was beaten that time. 44 for 2. Kamlal on 13. Into that over, so 5 overs gone. It's 44 for 2.
Right, so just 30 more runs required for South Asia Technologies. 2 down for 44. Here's Avin Peshala. Now that ball kept low, a bit of a slower delivery from Swan the Mill being brought in to bowl his first over. So a change in bowling from NDB. Swan the Mill, 15 matches. Carved away. This will go all the way for a boundary. Poor delivery from Sohan Demel. It was wide, it was short and slapped away on the offside from Lasant Kamlal. And he gets a boundary. All he had to do was to play it in that gap on the offside. And he made sure that he plays it exactly away from that fielder. And he gets a boundary. Now just 26 more runs required. Oh, sharp spin right into the batter. Lasanta not really committed to his shot at that time. And Suhan Dimel. Best figures of 5 for 27. Once again, this is good. This is good bowling from Suhan Dimel. Previous delivery and this one, right on the money. This time it goes high up in there. This could be a chance. Yes, it is. Third wicket goes down. Lasant Kamalal falls prey to Sohan Dimel to his slow, tossed up deliveries. It was there to be hit, but the thing is he had to fetch that ball from outside the off stump. It was very wide outside the off stump, so he had to fetch that ball, and it only contacted the toe part of the bat. So not enough power behind that shot at all to take it all the way towards the boundary. So Lasanta Kamalal is gone for 17 runs, and South Asia Technologies 48 for 3. A much needed breakthrough for NDB, but touch too late to my liking. for NDB. The end of the power play. South Asia Technologies be the happy side at the end of the first 6 overs, scoring 48 runs for just 3 wickets, chasing down 73, or rather 74. Avin Peshala. First over went for 9 runs. This is Maush, the 32 matches, 494 runs. He's a capable batter with a highest score of 59. Coming down the track to get to the pitch of the delivery, couldn't get it past the fielder on the onside. Yeah, just 25 more runs required of 82 deliveries. Nothing fancy is required for South Asia Technologies, just these 2 batters to make sure that they run through these overs. Eventually these 25 runs will come in. Plenty of time remaining in this game. We can see the required run rate below 2 runs per over. Couple of runs there. Good run in between the wickets. Good use of the feet from Mausha the Fernando. Coming down the track to get to the pitch of the delivery. And this time, the placement was up to the perfection and he gets a couple of runs quite easily. Three runs coming off from that over. 51 for the loss of 3 wickets at the end of over number 7. Runs coming in nicely this time once again. Sohandip Mel coming in to bowl his second over. Was quite successful in that first over, picking up a wicket. Once again, good use of the feet. This time Manindra just coming down the track a bit. Oh, this time it missed everything. We'll wait for the confirmation from the umpire whether he would call it a wide. Nope, nothing there from the umpire. So maybe just glazed that thigh guard, or maybe the pads up front. couple of runs added to the total. Oh, it came off the bat, I think. Another quick single. This is good from these two batters. It's been very good. These two batters, Maushada Fernando and Manindra, they've been using the feet well. They've been coming down the track to get to the pitch of the delivery, especially against the like of Sohan, the Mel, and even the spinners who are operating for NDB. They've been getting some purchase off the surface. So the best way to tackle is to get to the pitch of the delivery, and that is exactly what these two batters are doing. Anything full, you go down the track. Last ball of this over has been a productive one for South Asia Technologies. 7 runs from the over. That's a good looking shot. This might not go all the way for a boundary, but couple of runs for sure. Yeah, it's a good over. It's 9 runs coming off from that over for South Asia Technologies. 16 more runs, or rather 14 more runs required. 8 overs completed, 60 for 3. Yeah, there we go. Just 14 more runs required of 72 deliveries. Alright, so more runs for South Asia Technologies. They get another couple there. Oh, more misfields. It's all happening out there in the middle. Manindra Jatilak and Maushada Fernando just guiding the team towards victory, inch by inch, slowly but steadily. Oh, just went right through his legs. A full toss on the offside. Yeah, just a single. It's been a good performance from South Asia Technologies, obviously coming into these quarterfinals after losing the toss. They were put into ball first, and NDB. Nothing really worked out for them with the bat in hand. It was all about the spinners of South Asia Technologies and heading into the semi-finals and then hopefully into the finals. South Asia Technologies' spinners will have a big say in this game. Oh, missed again, but this time, no damage done. Right, so single to finish things off. 9 overs completed, 65 for 3. Useful contributions from Lasant Kamalal and Yashan Avishka, 17 and 16 respectively for the two batters. on the bell to bowl the 10th over of the match. It's a very casual action. Suhan the Mel just runs in and has been getting some good rails, and he's bowling the much lower pace. There we go, nicely bowled. But it's once again that worst. We look into this NDB spin attack. You don't see that versatility that South Asia Technology had with the bowlers in this NDB team, and I think that's one of the main reasons as to why they were not able to put some pressure on the NDB bank. Obviously, having 73 runs on board is not going to help on bowlers, but still, you look into the spinners, if you compare them with the spinners of South Asia Technologies, just that they got quite a lot of variety in terms of how the spinners have operated on this surface here at Thurston College grounds. Right from the start, they were being very proactive. They were not being predictable as well. They were mixing it up. Slower deliveries, they were tossed up deliveries, they were faster deliveries, they were the wrong ones, spun the other way. So quite a lot of variety, and that will be really useful in the upcoming semi-finals. Now this time, goes high up in there, won't go all the way for a boundary. There is protection down in the deep. Just a single. Right, so last ball of this over. 6 more runs required for South Asia Technologies. Punched on the ground. There is protection down in the deep. Will be just a single. So 5 more runs required for South Asia Technologies to get into that semi-finals, and 10 overs completed. 69 for 3.
So 10 overs gone, 69 for 3. Arvind Peshala, 3 overs, none for 17. Going to continue. Fernando on 10 and Jai Tilaka on 12. Just 5 runs needed to wrap things up for South Asia Technologies. Comes down the wicket and hits it over the top. Just a single there, taking the score to 70. Mashodya Fernando moves on to 11 with that single. And this brings Manendra Jatalaka, who's on 12, on to strike. 70 for 3. Plenty of time remaining to get that 4 runs. Hopefully they want to finish it off in this over. Peshala, that's hit up Ashley. That's getting a look for the second, but they're happy with 1. 71 on the board, 71 for 3. We're in the 11th over of the innings. Peshala, none for 19. That's worked away nicely down the leg side. Gets another single. Getting the runs quite easily, these 2 batters. 72 on the board. They see 2 more runs needed to win this game. Chatalaka is on 13 and Fernando on 12. So it's Jatalaka on strike. Try to work it away on the offside. Misses it. Goes to the wicket keeper. One more delivery remaining in this over. Sportylk coming down the wicket and pushes it on the offside. Straight to the cow point fielder. No run. End of that over. So he has completed his quota of 4 overs. None for 20 for him. That's Avin Peshla. And the score 72-3 after 11 overs. So it's Sohan Dimal bowling his final over. 1 for 17 his figures. Bowling to Fernando, who's on 12. That ball kept low a bit. Just 2 runs remaining for South Asia Technologies to win this game. Tossed up again, hit upishly. And that's another wicket to fall. So that's Fernando has to go. Sohan Dimal gets his second. And 72 for 4. South Asia Technologies losing their 4th wicket in this 12th over of the innings. But they need just 2 runs to win this game. They just are swinging it away. They see the replay of that hit upishly, but nicely taken in the mid-wicket region. So 72 for 4. Shannon Saleh taking that catch. Mashanda Fernando walks back for 12. And South Asia Technologies is losing their 4th wicket at 72. Dilshan Madhwanta, the new batter, who's coming in. Just 2 runs needed for victory. Be facing Sohan Dimal, who's bowling his 4th over. It's 2 for 17 to his name. You see Dilshan Madhwanta, 425 runs, 77 being his highest, average of 21.25. That's a good delivery. Got off the bat. Signal given by the umpire, Dylan Perez. Madhwanta still to open his account. Just 2 runs needed for win. That's a better delivery this time by Sohan Dimal, drawing the batsman on the front foot. Short, and this time cut away, but straight to the fielder. No run there. It's a fairly decent over. Not a single run given off it. A wicket taken. 1 more delivery remaining. Sohan Dimal. That's a wide. That's wide outside the off stump. Just 1 more run needed. Now scores are level. 73 on. It's again a tossed up delivery pushed away on the offside. No run there. Just 1 run coming off it. So 12 overs gone. It's 73 for 4. Madhwanta still to open his account and Sportylk on 13. Just a run needed. Dilshan Madhwanta still to open his account. Aditya Veerasinghe, 2 for 17 of 2 overs. His second over was pretty expensive. 16 runs came up that second over. Now brought in again to bowl the third over. That hit upishly, dropping short of the Sportylk fielder. No run there. Sportylk needing that 1 run to win this game for them. This time he gets it. Wide of extra cover, that's gone towards the extra cover boundary. So taking the score to 77, and Sportylk moves on to 17. And South Asia Technologies winning by 6 wickets, and they qualify themselves to the semi-final of this Mercantile E-Division Cricket Tournament. There you see the handshakes going around as a good bit of batting by Sportylk. He moved on to 17 with that boundary, and the score 77 for 4. They needed 74 to win this game. Aditya Veerasinghe 2 for 21 in 2.4 overs. So NDB, there you see the South Asia Technologies team winning this game. They're walking in for the handshakes. They played the game very well. They put a lot of pressure on the NDB batters, who were dismissed for 73 in 17.4 overs. And they went about getting these runs. They got it quite easily in just 12.4 overs for them too. Winning this game by 6 wickets. They lost 4 wickets in the process. So it was a good bit of batting by South Asia Technologies. But definitely NBD needed more runs. If they had put on about 100 runs on the board, it would have been a very good game. They see 12.4 overs gone to get these 77 runs. They had another 20 to 30 runs. The game would have been pretty interesting. You see Savindu getting out for 1. Kamlal got 17. Avishka got 16. Mahendra Sportylk held things together. He's on 17, not out. Mashuddha Fernando got 12. And Dilshan Madhwanta was still to open his account. There were 14 extras in 12.4 overs. 77 for 4. You see the bowling. Aditya Veerasinghe got 2 for 21 of 2.4 overs. Sohan Demal was the other wicket taker. He had 2 for 18 of 4 overs. Peshla got none for 20 of 4. He bowled pretty well. Just taken up a rate of 5 per over. And Anthacharan gave away 14 for 2. So those are the bowling. 4 wickets, 4, 35, 48 and 72. And with 12.4 overs, 77 for 4. So we see some highlights of that innings where South Asian Technologies were on the chase to get 74 to win this game. Runs were coming. That was the first wicket to fall. Took the inside edge and onto the wickets. But then runs started coming with boundaries coming quite easily. And the batters were getting the runs. So we thought within the 10 overs they might finish this game off. The way they went on with the target, but especially Avishka and Kamlal, they see he's going for the runs. But then once they got out, it was a bit of a easy way for the rest of the batters. They took their time to get those runs, played some good shots, got a couple of boundaries. That was the 3rd wicket to fall, and that was the 4th wicket to fall. So it was after that quite easy for them to get the runs, and that's the final hit. Went into the boundary where Sportylk got that boundary, and South Asia Technologies winning that game by 6 wickets. There you see the match summary. NDB 73 all out in 17.4. Chatur Kavasit was 14, so Handimal 12. He got 3 boundaries in his 12. Rajendra Chandula 10. Chaudhary Amrit Sena was the pick of the bowlers with 4 for 11 of 3.4 overs. Chamudra Taka 2 for 18 of 4. Deshan Madhuvanta 1 for 3 of 2. South Asian Technologies was 77 for 4 in 12.4 overs. Lasanta Kamlal got 17. Manindra Jatalaka got 17. Yashan Avishka got 16. Among the bowlers, Aditya Veerasinghe 2 for 21. Sohan Veerasinghe 2 for 18 were the wicket takers. So South Asian Technologies win by 6 wickets and they qualify for the semi-final. So we'll have another game starting somewhere around later in the evening. So till then, say goodbye.